For this week's Off My Playlist on Radio Olive 106.3 FM, Qatar ka number one Hindi radio station, I have someone who is amazing on keyboards. He plays for this lovely band from Mumbai that's called the Yellow Diary. Himanshu, welcome to Radio Olive once again. And it's a pleasure to have you again. But this time it's for a different reason altogether. But welcome.
Yeah. My pleasure to be here, man.
So firstly, we'll start with getting to know about your journey because we have always spoken to you about through your band. Aapki journey kaise rahi hai? How did your music journey start?
So the band is a huge part of my music journey, to be honest. I always wanted to get into like music, be a singer-songwriter. And at that time, I used to do some Kida Kandi on the laptop. I used to do some tukur, but I didn't. Actually, it's music production, but I was kind of getting into. But एक बार फिर मैंने engineering की. I did my production engineering like as a mechanical engineer, and you know how it is, like you need to get like your degree and stuff like that. When I was reaching the end of my course, I realized I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to be a musician. I want to take the risk, and I want to try and be a musician and see where it takes me. And fortunately, I have extremely supportive parents. They said, do what makes you happy, or to 2 saal le try kar. Nahi jama to you have your engineering degree, you can go back to it. But things worked out, touch wood. I started working, I interned at like Yashraj Film Studios for a while. I did like a diploma course on sound engineering to learn the basics. And then I worked with Lalit Pandit from Jatin Lalit.
Yes.
For a while. And then around 6 years back, I opened up like my own studio over here to kind of work freelance. And that's also when I met Rajan and the Yellow Diary came into existence. And since then, it's just been no looking back, non-stop, just making music, working. I also do a bunch of freelance music production and like for Bollywood stuff, for indie artists.
So this week's Off My Playlist track is this beautiful track, which is your first original alongside the very talented Anumita, which has touched 1 million views in just 10 days. Firstly, congratulations on that, man. The song is called Katputli Ke Dhage. बहुत ही प्यारा नाम है एक तो, ठीक है, बहुत ही different नाम है, and also the song is just amazing. तो just हमें लेके चलिए कि कैसे गाना बना. How did the whole thing happen? How did you think of collaborating with Anumita for this? Everything.
It's really interesting, man. Like I was saying, when I wanted to get back into like writing music, I wrote a bunch of songs just to kind of clean my system out. You know, being busy with like music production for other artists and also like making music for Yellow Diary, my singer-songwriter self always took a backseat. You know, and it was always कि यार मुझे करना है, but time नहीं मिल रहा. But and also I'm not ready yet. I kept feeling that. That was a big battle for me कि मुझे करना है, लेकिन वो push हो जाता था हमेशा. You know, but then 2020 आ गया, the pandemic hit, and there was a lot of time on hand, a lot of time to reflect on myself. Absolutely. And what do I want to do, you know? And I said, okay, now I want to do this. I need to start writing my own music and give myself time. और मेरा एक ये है, when I write something, I might enjoy it for a few hours, but then I'm like, okay, I know that this is I'm not gonna like it tomorrow. कि कल मुझे पसंद नहीं आएगा. But ये song, the piano riff, basically I really liked it, and I first came up with the hook, basically the कठपुतली के धागे हमको दूर कहीं ले जाएंगे. So that's what I came up with first over the piano riff. A few days before, I think a month before I wrote this song, when Rose had released with the Yellow Diary, Anumita had put a cover on Instagram of Rose. That's how I found her, and I heard that cover and I was like, man, what a voice! You know, like her voice is just like enchanting. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So I reached out to her on Instagram and I said, hey, you have a beautiful voice. And she said, thank you. She said, I'm also a big fan of the band. And I had said, are you doing any original stuff? And she said, no, it's kind of in the pipeline. I'm thinking about it. And I said, cool, if I have something, I'll hit you up. So when I wrote this, my first thought was that her vocal would sound amazing on this part.
Okay.
So that's why I contacted her. I texted her. I was like, would you be interested? And she's like, yeah, I'm totally down. She sent me some samples of hers, like recording from home, and they were sounding insane. And then I wrote the rest of the song around that. And I mean, the song went on to get signed by Warner, and all these things happened. And Anumita and I had never met. The entire thing was just WhatsApp and Instagram. Yeah, we never met.
Actually, and she also hasn't done really much of originals. तो उनके लिए भी और आपके लिए भी दोनों लोगों के लिए एक साथ आना, doing an original track for the very first time. And also, if you could just tell us कि वो गाने के बारे में कि कैसे आपने लिखा और what was the thought behind it?
The thought is actually a very simple emotion. You know, it's like we all are on a trajectory to what our destiny has in store for us. And it's not always our choice. It's sometimes a choice of the choices we are offered
Mhm.
by life. So, and when you take these journeys, you feel like great. Like, for example, when you moved to Qatar, right? For you, it's like it is a big job opportunity and it's something which is making you happy. It's great. But there is a tinge जाने के बाद कि यार मैं किसी को छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ घर पे. And
Absolutely.
there's
Yeah.
वो melancholy रहती है कि यार मैं जा रहा हूँ,
हम्म.
मुझे करना ही है.
करना है.
लेकिन मुझे थोड़ा
हाँ.
सा दुख हो रहा है कि मैं जा
हाँ.
रहा हूँ. I'm
हाँ.
leaving.
हाँ.
And the song is basically talks about that emotion where it says no matter how far life takes us from one another, our love for each other will always prevail. मतलब हम मिलेंगे जरूर. Which is why the hook says कठपुतली के धागे हमें दूर कहीं ले जाएंगे, which is basically the puppet strings that are attached to us. They might take us as far away as possible, but सागर में दिखते तारों means the nights reflect in the ocean every night, and with the same surety, you and I will always meet. That's basically what the song kind of talks about.
What a beautiful like note and what a beautiful thought to just put it out together. Like actually सोचना of these metaphors कि भाई आप कठपुतली को and then you're talking about ocean and stars. Wow, it's just amazing and just mind blowing to me. But of course, the
Thank
song has turned out to be beautiful as well, just as the thought of the song and the video looks quite amazing. It's an animated, cute sa video. How did that happen? And did you guys like plan for it कि भाई अब तो दूर बैठे बैठे अब साथ में वीडियो तो नहीं बन पाएगा. So should we go for an animated one? Was that the thought behind it?
To be honest, Warner had the thought initially that we should do an animated video. And I had just worked with the guy who's directed and animated this video, Hari Om Verma, Lazy Om, he calls himself on Instagram. We had just worked with him on a TYD song. And I was blown away by his talent. And I told him, मुझे इसके साथ ही करना है because he is too good. So then I called him up and I showed him the song and he really liked the song. I explained the emotion of the song to him. You know, this is the emotion behind it. And his first question was, he's saying, क्या ये necessary होगा कि ये emotions human being के बीच में ही दिखाना होगा? So I said, बिल्कुल नहीं. I said, emotion needs to come through. The characters can be anything. In any work. Honestly, I just let him ride his wave, man. I was like, you're a genius. वो अलग ही level का कुछ है उसका. He's just too brilliant. He has hand painted every background in that video and then incorporated it digitally into the animation.
Wow.
It's something new. It's something I've not seen in any like Indian animated video out there yet. He's worked tirelessly for days and weeks on end to make it happen. And it's just beautiful. I mean, he loves cats and it shows in the video. Big ups to Hariom. Honestly, like it's his brainchild and he's perfectly got the emotion across. So like
absolutely बहुत ही खूबसूरत सा वीडियो बनाया है and using cat was a very different thought to altogether to put in that perspective, right? So right. Before I let you go, of course, I would request you to do two things. One is playing the riff first and then sing the song alongside the entire part.
Okay, sure.
Amazing, Himonshu. Amazing. And it is lovely having you right here on Radio Ole once again. And all the best for your journey of now being a front man and singing more solos and